The headlines this week.
IDS hosts their first event of the semester. The Afro-Caribbean Society holds a creative night for Black History Month. Perception of reality is debated by the Cognitive Neuroscience Society. And the Regent St Old Cinema gets a makeover.
We're also going to be covering news in sports and what's on in London with Morgan Reese. Hello again, welcome back to Smoke News. My name's Jack Bushell.
And I'm Hanan.
First up, the Westminster Society's events are well underway.
The International Development Society had their first academic talk last Thursday at the Cavendish campus.
Simon Maxwell, former director of the Overseas Development Institute, did a presentation on the poverty reduction scheme. Let's see what happened.
We started out with a really ambitious draft United Nations resolution on the Millennium Development Goals, incorporating both poverty and sustainable development, a strong focus on human rights, freedom, equality and social inclusion, gender relations, and also a big section on climate. These goals will be applicable to all countries, so not just the Kenyas and the Tanzanians, but also the Canadas and the Japans. These goals will be applicable to all countries who will be held individually and collectively to account for reaching them. Should we have goals which apply not just to poor countries but also to rich countries? Who's going to be accountable for those goals and what should they cover? So we're going to have later on today a mock UN General Assembly debate on those questions, and we've got about 30 countries represented in the room. We've got a draft UN resolution.
We got given separate countries and we had lots of debate about what would be appropriate for being put in the resolution. It was a great evening, and now we've got a free one.
Moving on with more society news. If you want to have a laugh, Westminster's Comedy Society is inviting you to a first-class stand-up comedy night with Billy Kirkwood and the one and only Tom Deacon.
That's going to be at the Green Man pub near Great Portland Street tomorrow, and it's only a £5 to get in. I might go.
Also, in case you didn't know, it's Black History Month and the African-Caribbean Society thought they should celebrate in style with an open mic night.
There's something for everyone. Let's check it out.
I'm ACS President and we're here in 5E Hall, Regent Street for our first ever open mic night event. We have outsiders coming in to perform, and of course we have students from Westminster coming in, so we're hoping it's going to be amazing.
I actually don't know who's performing. That's kind of the good part. That's what really drew me. If I've already heard the person before, it's like, okay, I've heard them before, so I don't know if I want to hear them again, but it's like, literally, I don't know. I'm stepping here really not knowing who's going to be performing, and that's what makes it fun for me.
Our acts are mainly like poetry and rappers, so we haven't seen an event like that at Westminster. We would try to do something different.
Spin the wheel and see if you can be who you can be. It's 24 hours, 24 possibilities. You never know what's around the corner, so I try to walk in squares. Always believe in something beautiful will be there.
What's going on? It's Patch. I've just come off the stage at the Westminster ACS night. I just performed some poetry there and a couple of my tracks, but like a cappella, because I really wanted the lyrics to get put forward.
I want you to feel free to do what you may choose. I meet too many people doing the have-tos. We've all got different minds, different ways to do it. If my dance don't match yours, maybe I hear different music.
The struggle of a black person, the chip on your shoulder. Where do you come from? What's your history?
Hi, my name is Julian Sandy. I'm an actor, artist, and commercial print model.
Conversation with you is like music in my ear. You give me strength when I'm weak.
It's an honor to be a part of this celebration of Black History Month. So I hope to, get the crowd rocking.
In the month that we're in and celebrating Black History Month, we understand the history of black people, the struggles and the trials that we've come through to get to where we are today.
Next up, the Cognitive Neuroscience Society had a discussion about what actual reality is in a debate held at the Regent St campus.
Two speakers gave their views on what humans perceive to be real and how science plays a part in the perception of the world around us.
Apparently, our brain receives films as real things happening, even though we know it's just fiction.
Okay.
Who'd have thought it?
I didn't think that. And on that topic of films, the old cinema at Regent St will be restored and reopened for film lovers to see moving pictures from around the world, thanks to the Heritage Lottery Fund.
Right in the heart of old London town, the Regent St Cinema is considered to be the birthplace of British cinema, having hosted the first ever moving picture show in 1896.
From hosting this to currently being used as a lecture theatre, the cinema will become a state-of-the-art auditorium.
It's getting a £1.5 million facelift, so filmmakers and students will be given the opportunity to showcase their work at our university.
And the Pokemon Society did just that, holding a screening of the first movie last Friday.
Pokemon. Next up, the Cavendish campus is holding a service day next Tuesday, the 6th, where students can show off their business ideas and talents. If you want to get involved, just contact the email below.
Now, for the latest fixture results from our Dragons.
14 teams played on Wednesday, with 10 teams emerging victorious. Let's check out the scores. In men's first teams, basketball won 78-76 to Queen Mary. Badminton won 6-2 against City. Football won 1-0 to UCL. Volleyball won 3-0 to Queen Mary, and rugby drew 27-0 to Portsmouth. In men's second teams, football lost 2-3 to Buckinghamshire, and basketball lost 28-77 to Greenwich. Men's third saw a 4-1 victory against West London in football, and the fourth team a 3-1 loss against Imperial. In women's first, netball won 31-15 to Brunel, football won 7-0 against Reading, and volleyball lost 3-2 to Portsmouth. In the second teams, volleyball lost 3-0 to East London, and netball won 53-11 to Imperial.
Well done, Dragon.
Well done. Don't forget, the basketball guys are hosting their next Black and Yellow party tomorrow at the Loop Bar. Get yourselves down there.
Also, What's on London is finally back, and we have our very own Dragon here in the studio to tell us about this week's hot events.
An actual dragon.
Thanks, guys. Hi, I'm Morgan, and welcome to What's on London. First up is the Museum of London's major autumn show. Doctors, Dissection and Resurrection is inspired by the findings of museum archaeologists who, in 2006, excavated a burial ground at the Royal London Hospital in Whitechapel. The exhibit offers a look into 19th century dissection and autopsies through animal and body remains, drawings and documents. At £9 entry, it is running through to April. Next up is one to get you in the Halloween spirit. Up at the O2, Climb of the Cursed, is a spooky climb across the roof of the O2. Kids out in jumpsuits and safety harnesses, in groups who are led along a route filled with tricks and surprises. At £22, it is expensive, but it's not one to miss. Finally, it's something different for you. Bounce is Europe's first social ping pong club, as a chance to play on one of 17 tables and then to relax at the 40-foot bar or the Raised restaurant. Built on a site where the game was originally invented, this venue has some serious history. Based in Holborn, it is open from 4 p.m. on weekdays and 12 on weekends, and table hire is £13 per half an hour. Our final mention is University's rugby team. We are currently top of the table after an unbeaten start to the season and play promotion rivals Imperial Medics on Wednesday at home. We need all the support we can get, and if you're free, come down for a great game. Kick-off is 2 p.m. and coaches will leave from Baker Street at 12. That's all from me, thanks for watching. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Morgan.
Yeah, cheers, Morgan. And finally, SSA Harrow are ready to scare the absolute out of you on Halloween on Wednesday.
Will you dare to take a walk down their tunnel of terror, complete with live actors and plenty of surprises?
Have a happy Halloween. We'll see you next week with more campus news.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.